Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. All right, Cam. Let's start with 2023, man. Roller coaster year for you, ups and downs. Take us through that year and how you feel about it sitting in 2024.
2023 was definitely a rough year. Um, I won 2 fights, but I lost one, and the one I lost is arguably more important than the two I won. So 2024 is just working to get back to where I was and going further than I did.
And coming off that contender series fight, how were you mentally and physically?
Physically, I was fine. Like yeah, there literally nothing was wrong with me. Mentally was definitely the roughest part because it's like since the beginning you work so hard to get there and then to go out like that, like because like at least if it was an exciting fight or the problem I had is I didn't even feel like I got to show my skills. So it's like nobody's gonna be itching to see me fight again, based off of how it went. So the hardest thing was definitely just trying to you know make me feel like I could do it again or get back up.
So how were those months then? Like how did you overcome that? Because when you returned, you had a pretty decent fight and you got the finish in the third round.
It was just every single day, trying to. Well, no, literally every single day somebody was calling me and checking up on me. I had Adrian Yanez calling me every single day, trying to trying to get me to go back to the gym because I was like, dude, I don't want to train anymore. Like I told my management, like I was like I'm done. I didn't have the desire or the fire to make that climb again. I was like, I feel like I had to, have a rougher path than most people to get even two contenders. So I was like, I really don't feel like walking through that fire again and dealing with the everyday grind of training, dealing with injuries, missing parties, missing family. And I was like, I'm just gonna try in the real world. But every single day, Adrian would call me, or Eve Edwards would call me, or Rafion would call me, like, hey, come to the gym, or just checking on me. And it was getting to the point where I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll show up, I'll go. And started training a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, I don't suck. I'm still pretty good. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, why not give it one more shot? Because I know I could fight. That's the thing that makes it the hardest. I feel is like I know I can fight, so it's like it'd be different if I sucked, or it'd be different. Like all my losses are like very weird. It's like they either happen super fast, or it's like questionable judging in my opinion. So it's kind of like eh. If I sucked, it'd be easier to accept. But the fact that I know I'm good makes me like I just gotta keep going.
Yeah, those are the mental battles, right? You know you're good. Everybody else
Yeah.
knows you're good. Your teammates know how good you are. And sometimes the result doesn't show that.
Yeah, sports.
Yeah, man. And when did it click for you? Like, okay, like I'm ready. Like I'm ready to take a fight. Because it wasn't much longer after the Contender Series fight where you fought again.
That was the other thing. Eric Garcia was another one. Like called me, hey man, if you want to fight, you can fight, or I got this for you. I can get you this. What you think about this? And then I actually don't even remember what happened. I remember just like I feel like it was like an. I mean, I'm not a guy that sits on the fence with anything. I'm either all the way in or all the way out. So I was like super depressed, super down. Like I think I was like drinking like pretty much every day, and I was like just super down. And then I went to the gym. As soon as I went to the gym, it was like okay, fight mode. Cause that's the other thing. Since I've been an adult, really, I've been fighting. So I kind of don't know how to be a regular person. Like when I don't have a camp or if I don't have a fight, even like I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't like so. It was just like okay, if I'm training, I might as well fight. So I just ended, and then it wasn't an easy
Sure.
fight to come back to, by all
Yeah,
means.
yeah, you're right, man. Mando, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He has that grinding style, and hey, man, and you got it through. You know what I mean? You did. You know, the knee was one of
Yeah,
the key, like one of the best moments in Fury of the year, right? That finish.
yeah, yeah. And again, but that's also something that kind of makes it so hard. I'm like, dude, every time I fight, like it's like something crazy like that is happening. Like, but it's like, damn, why am I still? Why am I not?
Sure.
Where I feel like I
Yeah.
should be. But just the quote I always have to remember is comparison is a thief of
Mhm.
joy.
Man, now they got you lined up with another fight. Well, actually, they had Cleveland, which was I thought it was
Mm.
a fire matchup, man, especially coming off the Mando fight. But he pulls out. What do you know why he's out of the fight?
I'm not
Mm,
sure. I think he had something happen with his
mhm,
family, but I'm not
mm.
sure. But yeah, this is probably like my like fourth opponent change for this
Oh,
camp.
really? So Cleveland wasn't the original.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, I think I've had like three or four guys.
Hey, the struggles of regional scene, right? You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's the struggles of the regional scene.
Hey,
Uh, so you got this guy from Mongolia. You know what I mean? He's pretty experienced, man. He's fought all over the world. I think it's a.
oh no, that guy, that guy
Oh,
fell out
really?
too.
The Mongolian fell out. Then who's the new
Yeah,
guy? I don't even
yeah,
know.
that's what. Um, ah, Coos, Ryan Coos, I think is Ryan
Okay,
Coos.
all
That's his
right.
name.
So I don't know who
Yeah.
that is. So you gotta tell me like anything that you know about him.
Um, so that's the thing. I'm kind of so fed up with all the
Mhm,
opponent changes. I just been saying yes at this
mhm,
point. He's 7-1 from Goat
mhm.
Shed, so he hasn't really fought anybody. Um, so this is gonna be a step up for him, and I'm guessing this is he feels like it's time for a step up, and then this is just business as usual for me.
And the last fight was in November, I believe. Yeah, November, right? So you get back. Do you spend the holidays with the family? Because you talked about earlier about like, man, you spend a lot of time away from the family. What I mean? There's other things you can be doing. Did you get to do that this year?
Uh, yes and no. I'm definitely spending more time with the
Mhm.
family than ever before. But I've been in the gym. I've been training. I haven't been killing myself because I haven't had anything coming up, and I know that I'm on the. There's always a possibility for short notice UFC. So I'm staying in shape. I'm in shape year round. I like to eat, but I can always make weight within 2 days. So I've just been training, just learning how not to kill myself.
And what were like outside of like the Contender Series fight? What were some other learning lessons that you've taken away from last year entering this year?
Um, Really, I feel like I didn't learn the lessons from last year until maybe like a week ago. I'm out here in Vegas with Diego Lopes and his team, and basically what I've had to learn is just to be present in the moment. Like stop worrying about what could and couldn't be. Just enjoy the journey. There's gonna be ups and downs no matter what. So just enjoy the journey. And I feel like last year I wasn't really doing that. I was just constantly thinking about what's next, what's next, what's next, and I kind of like don't remember the year.
Wow, and how did you end up in Vegas with Diego Lopez and his team?
Uh, he told our management that he wanted me to come help him
Wow,
out, and I came out here and haven't left. I was supposed to be here for 2 weeks, and I think I'm going on a little over a month
wow.
now.
So how's the last month been, man? It's always good to go with a new team,
I
right?
was, yeah, no, these guys are
Oh,
really good. Like you see him doing all the things he does in these fights for a
yeah.
reason. Like it's like the training is amazing, and it's also a good little change up for me. Just being around a different atmosphere of just really good people
Mhm.
too. Like they're not just like good fighters; they're genuinely like nice people, good people. and it's like a breath of fresh air.
And many people consider the gym you're from as a striker gym, so to say. I mean, you guys are mixed martial
Hmm.
artists, but more of strikers. And then his gym is more
Yeah.
of like the grapplers, right? Is that am I
Mm.
fair to say that?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a world class jiu-jitsu practitioner, but their striking
Yeah.
is heavily slept on. Like their striking coach is amazing. So again, I love it out here. Like it fits my style. Even their grappling fits the style of grappling that I like. So you know, y'all probably never find out about the kind of grappling I like, but you know, it's
Yeah.
there.
Eventually it will come out, man. You get to the UFC, eventually.
Maybe,
Eventually it will come out. Yeah,
maybe,
maybe. Yeah, if you
perhaps.
need to. It's the back pocket, right? It's in the back pocket.
Yeah,
Uh
it's there.
yeah.
I'll think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, because you do see sometimes, right? Like in any show,
Mm.
like some guys are considered this way, and then next thing you know, they pull off some submission. You're like, where did that come? Dude's been grappling for 10 years, man. What do you expect? Like if he sees it, he sees it, right?
Yeah.
When you heading back to
No,
Houston, then?
I'll head back to Houston for my fight
Okay.
week. So I'm here till the
Mhm.
14th, and then I'll show up to Houston, cut weight, and fight.
Yeah.
Then get back to the
There you
grind.
go. And what's your expectations in this fight?
Ah, same as
Mhm.
always. Go in there, bang them out, finish them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'll go for a
Yeah.
submission. I've been training with
Yeah.
Diego.
You never
Maybe,
know.
but more than likely just go for the
Yeah.
knockout.
And
You know.
and what's your perspective on this year? Is it just like fight by fight, take a fight, win the fight, maybe like stay in shape. Short notice could come in at any
Mhm.
time, right? Because they're going all over the place now, right? In the U.S., St. Louis is coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right now, the focus is 100% on this fight, and after this, I think that if I finish him the way I've been finishing people as of late, I think that either contender series or short notice is probably in my future again, and yeah,
Would you ever do the Ultimate Fighter?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, that seems like a bit much.
Yeah, it is kind of, you have to win three times when you could go to contender series and win once,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah, a
yeah,
little different. But you never know what the fight world has for you in the coming year. You know what I mean? Life can
mm,
change within a year so much. I mean, your teammates have gone through that. So, but man, April twenty
yeah.
first, Pure FC 89. Cam, thank you, man, so much for the time. And yeah, man, like have that breakout year. And let's see you. See what you can do.